everyone, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because to start off the new year, I wanted to share all my favorite products from y'all from last year. So this is gonna be my 2015 beauty favorites, and I am sharing with you guys all of my beauty favorites. So we're doing cosmetics, we're doing body care, skincare, we're doing hair products, we're doing nails, we're doing tools. We are doing it all in this video today. So it's gonna be a long one, but I'm so excited to share them with you guys because these are like my top products from the year. These are products that I could not have survived this year without. They were absolute standout products to me that are even higher than my favorite monthly videos. I love sharing my monthly favorites with y'all, where at the end of each month I share with you guys kind of my standout products for that last 30 days. But these are my 365-day favorites, and I'm so excited to share them with you guys. All of my favorite YouTubers always do this video, and I always get excited about this video every single year. And even throughout the year, I look back on these videos because I like to see what the best of the best is. So I'm excited to share with you guys what my favorite products are. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so starting out with cosmetics, I want to start with the face. And this was the year of facial primers for me. I've got to say, in 2014, I never used facial primers. I kind of just thought they were an extra. I didn't think they were necessary, and I really just kind of thought they were gimmicky. But this year, after working on so many different clients and working on myself and really experimenting, I found that facial primers are absolutely amazing. They make a huge difference, not only in the texture of the skin and the finish of the makeup, but also in the longevity and as the dignity of your makeup. So not always is it gonna make your makeup last longer, but it's gonna make it fade with dignity where it doesn't look as patchy or as textury as it normally would. So my top favorite primers this year would start off being the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. And there are so many pore minimizer primers out there, and I'm personally not someone who needs a pore minimizer primer. I have pretty good texture on my skin, but if I ever do feel like I need a pore filler or like a line smoother, this is the one I reach for. And this is definitely my favorite for my clients. Well, I don't necessarily need a lot of pore fillers. I do work on a lot of people who do, and this one is amazing. It is a very strong silicone primer that has a very thick consistency to it. If you pat this into the skin, primarily where enlarged pores are focused or where you have a lot of fine lines, it's really gonna smooth out the base of your makeup. That way, when you go in and apply foundation on top, it's kind of like spackled down and you get a beautiful, smooth finish of the skin. So this is a must-have. My next favorite primer this year was the Becca Backlight Filter Primer. This stuff is beautiful. This is a beautiful primer. It gives a very beautiful finish to the skin. It's very luminous. It gives that dewy, almost like natural, youthful look to the skin, that glow from within, if you will. I've heard of people mixing it in with their foundations, but I just love applying this straight onto the skin. And I even apply this to the neck décolleté area to give you a little bit of a glow as well. So it's a gorgeous product. It's a beautiful highlight, and I think that this works on a lot of different skin types as well. And this product is not marketed to prolong the wear of your makeup, but I swear it does. I swear every time I use it, I'm like, my makeup's totally wearing longer today than it normally does. So it could be in my head, but I love this thing. Another Smashbox primer that I fell in love with is the Smashbox Primer Water. And Smashbox is actually known for their primers. They call themselves the Primer Authority, and I believe the first product they ever launched was a primer. So it's kind of not too surprising that I love their primers. I think this is their newest primer that they've launched, and it is a liquid, as you can see. You spritz it all over the skin, and it creates a nice tacky consistency that will help prolong the wear of your foundation, and it just gives a nice, when you prime your skin with this primer, it's not only going to help with the longevity of your makeup, but it also works really well to increase the spreadability of your foundation. So when you go in with a more dry foundation, it's easier to like buff into the skin and spread around, especially if you're working with a foundation that has a quick dry time that you kind of start putting on the skin and it like spackles down before you have the time to finish blending it in. If you use this, it's going to really help to keep the skin nice and moist and really help to kind of calm down the consistency of your foundation. I also love using this as like a mixing medium. You can use it to dampen eyeshadows, or it works really well if you just want to kind of change the consistency of any liquid products. I think this is amazing for everyone, but especially for those of you who are professional artists. All right, and the last primer I have to share with y'all is an Hourglass primer, and I really did not want to love this as much as I do, but it's okay because a little bit goes a long way. This is a pricey little product, and I just have the mini size, but this is the Hourglass Primer Serum, and this is a very popular product. I think more people use the Hourglass, the mattifying one, the like Mineral Veil mattifying primer, which I've never used. I don't have oily skin, I have very dry skin, so this is my best friend. It is super, super dewy. It gives a very hydrated, almost like a slimy consistency to the skin, which sounds disgusting, and I don't want to use that word, but I feel like that's the best way to describe it. It's very like slimy, it's very slippery. It works so incredible if you have dry patches. If you have dry patches anywhere on the skin, you know that your foundation will cling to that and it looks terrible. So this is the best product for prepping your skin for that, and it really helps prolong the wear of your makeup. And if you tend to get separation issues on the skin, if your foundations tend to like crack and separate due to dryness, this will totally prevent that. The next product I want to share with y'all is my favorite makeup setting spray, and this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I've used quite a few different makeup setting sprays, but this one's definitely my favorite. This one is a partnership between Urban Decay and Skindinavia, which I've never used Skindinavia, but I definitely should check them out because I've heard good things about them. But this is the best makeup setting spray. I swear to you guys, this is not a gimmick. This really helps with your skin if you have more of that like chalky, powdery finish when you're finished. It just kind of calms everything down and makes it look more natural, makes it look like skin. And this is going to prolong your makeup like super glue. I swear, nothing prolongs makeup better than this guy. It just really makes your makeup long lasting. I highly recommend this if you're going out. I never let a bride get out of my chair without using this on her, and I absolutely adore this. So if you guys have not checked this out, definitely do. This is the mini size. It is 1 ounce, and I believe it's $14. And then the full size, I think, is 3 ounces for $30. So check out the mini size if you guys want to kind of try it out at first and see what you think. I definitely save this for special occasions because it's kind of a luxurious product, but a little bit goes a long way, and I swear this will change your life. All right, let's talk about complexion and face products. So my favorite concealer this year is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I tried so hard to find something else that was just as good as this. I literally feel like I have tried every single concealer out there. I really like the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I also like the Urban Decay Naked Weightless Concealer, but this guy just takes the cake for me. I love the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer because it has a creaseless technology built into it so that it never creases on the skin. It's long wearing on everybody you put it on, and it has amazing coverage without getting really cakey looking. Some concealers, when they have good coverage, they tend to separate on the skin easier and they look very thick and they add texture. This does not do that. This adds coverage without adding texture, and it doesn't crease. So it is my favorite. I love it on clients. I love it on myself. I love it for the under eyes. I love mixing it into foundation to increase the coverage. I love adding it to blemishes. You guys, this is the best concealer. My only complaint is I wish that it came in maybe a different packaging. The pump tends to dispense a lot of product at once, which can cause you to overuse the product or to waste some of it. But it's 0.3 ounces, it's $20, and it is amazing. Next, I want to talk to you guys about my favorite bronzers, and my favorite bronzers are from Too Faced Cosmetics. They totally take the cake in my opinion as far as bronzers go. I love their Chocolate Soleil line. The Chocolate Soleil line is their matte bronzer collection, and it does include chocolate, real cocoa powder, which is an antioxidant, which is going to help it to apply to the skin easier, and it also is going to look more natural. These never look cakey on the skin. They never look chalky. They blend so easily, and they never, ever, ever, ever look orange. They always look natural and flawless on everybody. So this is the milk chocolate. I love this one the best because I tend to be on the more fair side, so I like using something that I can kind of build up on my skin. So this is the milk chocolate, but it also comes in the original chocolate and it comes in the dark chocolate. And this is the original chocolate. I just have it in a little tiny guy, but it's not a ton darker. It looks a little bit darker in camera, but it's not like so intensely darker that you're like, there's no middle ground. And then there's one that's a little darker than this one. The one that's the dark chocolate, I do feel like can go a little orange, but only if you're not using it on deep skin tones. If you use it on those deep ebony chocolate tones, you won't have a problem with it. If you're not sure which one to go with, I would say go with either the milk chocolate or the chocolate. Like I said, I prefer the milk chocolate on myself, but the chocolate one is amazing as well. And I've used it on a lot of fair clients and haven't had a problem with it. If you are fair, a little bit more of this is gonna go a long way than if you have more a medium to dark skin tone, of course, but it never looks orange even when I use it on fair clients. So this is an amazing bronzer. They smell so good. They fade with dignity. I just cannot say enough good things about these, and I swear everybody loves these bronzers. So they're worth the investment, and I absolutely love them. All right, so favorite highlighters. Those of you who know me know that I love highlighting, highlight on fleek, and it was very hard for me to narrow down to my favorite highlighter because I do have a lot of favorites, but I did want to pick out just one, and I actually ended up choosing a formula, which is kind of cheating, but this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors. I know you guys have heard a lot about these because they are amazing. They're very expensive. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like they're a little bit on the pricier side, but you can definitely tell that you are getting quality in these products. They are very, very creamy. They're very blendable. They are so finely milled that they never look chalky on the skin. They never have like flakes of glitter or like specks that you feel like you could just flick off of the skin. They always melt right into your complexion and just make you look like you are a glowing goddess. So this one is the Champagne Pop shade, which is probably my #1 favorite. If you guys have not seen my Champagne Pop review, I will definitely link that down below. But this is designed by Jaclyn Hill, and it is just gorgeous. It looks great on everybody. So this is Champagne Pop, which was created by Jaclyn Hill, and I will link my review down below if y'all haven't seen this yet, but I absolutely love this one. And then I also really like Moonstone, which is a little bit lighter. It's better for those of you who want either a super intense highlight or if you're a little bit more on the fair side and you want something that's gonna be a little lighter. And then they also have Opal, which is a little bit darker. You guys can tell these are kind of close, but a little bit different. I only have a baby of Opal, but Opal's a little bit more that like bronzy glow. And then of course they have shades that are even lighter and darker than these, but these are my 3 favorite shades from Becca. The thing about these highlighters is that you're not gonna find this kind of quality that's so finely milled and so reflective and so natural yet intense at the same time without having to pay the price. So it is a little pricey, but I absolutely 100% get on board with these. I love these, and I think they're totally worth the price. So as for eyeshadows, picking my favorite eyeshadows is a little trickier for me. I'm totally an eyeshadow girl. I love my palettes, but when it came down to it, hands down my favorites would be the Makeup Geek single eyeshadows. I love the quality of these. I love the price point. They are so blendable and so pigmented. Especially their mattes are what stand out to me because matte shadows can be really hard to get that nice blendability with and to be able to really just like work them into the crease and be able to blend everything out seamlessly. Sometimes it can take a little bit of blending work and some good tools. But with Makeup Geek eyeshadows, I really truly feel that you are getting such good quality in those matte shadows. They perform like shimmers do. They're so easy to blend. They're so beautiful, so pigmented. They have an amazing color array, and they have great price points. So I'm very impressed by these shadows. I really, really love the foiled eyeshadows, which are like these intense shimmery ones through here. The pigmentation of those is absolutely out of this world. If you are looking for something that is going to be reflective and intense like a pigment without having to moisten a brush and really deal with all the mess of a loose product, these will be your best friend. So I'm so impressed with these. You guys have seen my tutorials and know that these are my go-tos. And I think that if you haven't tried these yet, you really, really should because there's just nothing quite like them. And I have a few Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows that are popped throughout here too. I have 4 in here. And those are absolutely amazing as well, but I definitely think my standout shadows would be Makeup Geek. I feel like everyone here on YouTube is always raving about Makeup Geek and talking about how amazing Marlena is, but I really truly stand behind her 100% and I just think she's amazing. All right, a couple more eye products that I wanted to talk to you guys about. My favorite mascara of the year is the Benefits They're Real Mascara. This is a black water resistant formula that has an amazing wand. It does a really great job at separating the lashes. It gives you volume. It gives you length, it lasts all day long and holds a curl. I cannot say enough good things about this mascara. This is the #1 selling mascara in the world right now, I believe. If it's not now, it was like 6 months ago. And I just think it's the best mascara. The only complaint I hear people say about it is that it is water resistant. So if you want something that comes off easily, this isn't gonna be your favorite. But I think this is just the best mascara, and every mascara I try, it just doesn't amount to this bad boy. So love him. And my favorite eyeliner is the Liquid Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. And this is the original tattoo liner. So it's the one that has a brush tip, not a felt tip. There are 2 different kinds. And this one is my favorite. It's what I used today to create just this little line on the top of my lash line here. This is always my favorite liner for creating wings, for doing any kind of liner shape, because it is so fine. The tip is so easy to work with. It has a flexibility to it, so you can create that curve if you want to, especially for a wing. And this is actually designed to mimic the effect of calligraphy. So you definitely get control with this one. It lasts all day long. It's so long wearing, but it's not hard to remove at the end of the night. And I just can't say enough good things about this one. And the most obnoxious thing about liquid pen liners is that when they dry out, and I do not have that issue with this one. I feel like this will last 6 months or more if I'm not using it every single day, and it will never dry out on me. So I love this guy. I will love it till the day I die, and I have like 10 backups because I just cannot go without it. All right, so let's move on to lip favorites. And the first favorite is actually kind of funny. It is MAC lipsticks. And this year was my first year ever buying MAC products. So I just discovered MAC lipsticks this year, and I have quite a handful now in my collection, and I absolutely love every single one of them. I love MAC lipsticks because the pigmentation and consistency is consistent throughout the entire line. So every lipstick I try, I love. I love their mattes, their cream sheens, their satins. All of their finishes are beautiful, and they have such a great color array that you can really find pretty much any lip color that you're looking for. The smell is great. They're so comfortable on the lips, and I love the packaging. I absolutely love MAC lipsticks. I feel like they can do no wrong. I feel like they're everything that anyone has ever wanted in a lipstick, and they're amazing. And today I am wearing MAC's Faux on my lips, and I love it. So my next lip favorite is actually lip liners, and these are the NYX pencil liners. These are a wooden pencil that you would sharpen in order to get more product out. These are super inexpensive. They have an amazing color selection. They're really, really creamy. They're very easy to work with. And I personally love wooden lip liners because I love the option of being able to sharpen my pencils and get fresh product out. It's just more sanitary, and you always are getting new fresh product. And I really like these because I just think that they're very easy to work with. I honestly think these are just as good as MAC lip liners, and they're like so inexpensive. I have almost every single color, and I absolutely love these. So if you guys are looking for a good lip liner, if you're on a budget, or if you just want to collect a million lip liners because they're awesome, I don't know why you haven't tried these out yet, because they're bomb. And the last lip products that I want to share with y'all are from ColourPop, and these are the Lippy Sticks, and these are the Ultra Matte Lips. So these are like a retractable lipstick and a liquid to matte liquid lipstick. I love both of these products so, so much. They have amazing color assortment, and they are at incredible prices. So these are very easy to work with, and I find that the price point and color selection is just dead on. The Lippy Sticks are perfect if you want something to just kind of throw in your bag, if you want a lipstick, something that's not going to dry out your lips, and they have so many different finishes and just an assortment of like matte and luminous and sheer and, you know, cream, all the different options that you would want, and I have loved every single one of them. And then for the Ultra Matte Lips, these are a liquid formula that dries to an extremely matte lip. So if you want something more hydrating, this isn't gonna be for you, but if you're into that super liquid lipstick trend that is going on right now, if you want super matte lips that are not going to budge, they're gonna stay on your lips all day long, these are awesome. Again, they have amazing colors, they have an amazing price point, and I've just been so impressed by the longevity of all of these. And every time I wear wear the Ultra Matte Lip, no matter what color it is, I always get a compliment on him. So I love these guys. All right, moving on to body favorites. I wanted to tell you guys about my favorite self-tanner, and this is the Vita Liberata Luxury Tan. This is the mousse, and this is the Phenomenal Light as Air mousse, and this has a moisture locking system technology, and it is odor remover technology as well. I love this self-tanner because all the claims are completely true. It is so long wearing, it doesn't have an awful scent to it, and it looks very natural on the skin. So this is the packaging, and this is what the product looks like. This is the mousse one, so you do like pump it out onto your mitt, and it's that very fluffy, light mousse texture. And it applies very evenly to the skin, and it always looks natural. That's what I am so amazed about, is that it has all these amazing qualities to it, yet it never looks orange. And it actually doesn't have a green color guard, which I kind of appreciate because it doesn't look funny when I go out in public wearing the self-tanner, which I know a lot of people don't do, but I like having that option to do it if I want to. This is the medium color. I do feel like the medium is a little light. I probably would go with a dark if you are someone who likes to self-tan and you like getting a pretty deep tan. But the medium is a very natural looking color, and it fades so incredibly. It definitely fades with dignity. It never looks patchy on the skin. It doesn't start to like scale and look cracky on, you know, dry areas of the body. And it just wears amazing. It doesn't smell bad. I just can't say enough good things about this. It is pricey. It is a luxury tanning line, so keep that in mind. But I think this is awesome, you know, if you're going to a special event and you want an amazing tan. I do save this one for my special events, and I use my cheaper ones on the regular basis. But if I'm going to a wedding, or if I'm going on vacation, or if I just want the world's best tan, this is what I use. All right, guys, let's talk about body butters. I love body butters. I am a very dry person, and I live in a very dry climate, so these are my life. I am constantly moisturizing with a ton of different body lotions and moisturizers, but when it came down to it, these were my top two favorite body butters, and both of them are a little bit on the pricier side, but we are talking about the best of the best today. So the first one is Soap and Glory. This is a little bit more readily available. It used to be available at Target and Sephora, and now it's at Ulta, so it's kind of all over the place, but this is an incredible brand. Their products are so luxurious without being a super luxurious price tag. They're very delicious, they smell amazing, but this product in specific is my favorite. It is the Body Buttercream, and this one is the Moisture Extreme Energizing one, and it's the Sugar Crush, which is my favorite scent. It smells like a margarita. It smells so good. It's like a real fresh squeezed lime scent. It's a little bit more summery. They do have other scents that are more like everyday basis, or just like a light clean scent. I've heard people say they think those are kind of grandma smelling, but I don't think that at all. I think they smell delicious. This one's just my favorite. And this one is the buttercream one as well, so it's a little thicker. This makes your skin feel so amazing. If you rub this on your body after you shower, I swear you feel like you're rubbing butter on yourself, which sounds disgusting, but it's like in the best way possible. Your skin feels so silky smooth. The scent is delicious, and it totally lingers. I feel like my whole body is just like so touchable afterwards. My elbows and my knees feel amazing, which are like the dry, cracky areas of the body, and I just cannot get enough of this. Every time I like am smothering this on my body, I'm just like, yes! All right, my next favorite body butter is by Josie Maran, and this is a little bit more luxury. It's a little bit more expensive, but this is the Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter. If you are dry or if you are sensitive, I swear this will change your life. I have eczema, so my skin tends to crack and get very, very dry and just disgusting, and I find that this will heal it. It really helps my skin feel amazing, and it's just very luxurious and delicious. So I absolutely love this one. If I were to go with one every single day, I would do the Soap and Glory, just because it's more cost effective and it's a little bit lighter. But if you need something super intense and you are wanting something luxurious, this will be your best friend. This is the Josie Marin Argan Infinity Cream. This is an intensive creamy oil. So this is kind of like a more intense version of the body butter. It's kind of like a whipped argan oil, but it's very intense. It's like a concentrated formula. This product is amazing if you are cracking, you're like bleeding, your skin is trying to crawl off of your body. Like I mentioned earlier with my eczema, this, if I apply directly to eczema patches or like the back of my ankles or areas that you tend to just get super irritated, this is amazing. This is perfect for children that get really dry skin and for those of you who just need something really intense. This is also amazing as a hand and feet treatment. You put this on before bed and you will wake up and you are just like silky, silky smooth. So I love this stuff. It's more like a treatment than it is like a lotion, but it is hands down one of the best products I have ever used, especially for skincare and body care. And those of you who have eczema, dry, cracked, disgusting skin like I do, you know how hard that is to heal. Okay, so my last body product is a fragrance, and this is the Jimmy Choo Illicit Eau de Parfum, and this is a fragrance. It's a perfume. I have a pretty big fragrance collection. I love perfumes and fragrance. So if you guys want to see a collection or like my top fragrance picks, definitely let me know. But this is just the standout product for the year to me. When I think of my favorite perfume of 2015, this is the one I choose. It is so beautiful. It's like light but heavy at the same time. Like you get that depth, but it's not like, whoa girl, too much. I think this would smell age appropriate on someone who's younger, but I don't feel like it would be too immature for a more mature woman. It's sophisticated, it's elegant, it's just so good. It's just so pretty. It's such a beautiful scent. If you guys are looking for a new fragrance, I really suggest this one. Definitely go give it a sniff, get a sample of it and try it out. Let me know what you think. But I get compliments on this every single time I wear it and I just love it. And it's really long wearing. So it's a really, really good fragrance and we're in love, me and you. All right, next I want to talk about skincare, and I have a full, complete skincare routine that is coming soon, so I didn't want to spend too much time on this, but there are 3 products that I really wanted to mention to y'all. The first one is my favorite cleanser. This is the Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. This is an amazing one-step cleanser. It's very gentle, it never irritates the skin, and it does a really good job of removing all of your makeup without irritating the skin. So I absolutely love this. It's very easy to use. It removes all of your makeup just so fast and easy. It's kind of a miracle, and a lot of men appreciate this product as well. So I love this cleanser. It's just a good standard cleanser. Like I feel like everyone would like this and I can't live without it. The next product is my favorite moisturizer, and this is the Ultra Pear Cream by First Aid Beauty. First Aid Beauty is a great line for those of you who are dry or sensitive, or if you just are, you know, looking for a good line that's not super expensive. And this is the Ultra Pear Cream. This is one of the only products that's proven to actually heal eczema skin, and it's just so hydrating without being heavy. A lot of people use this on their hands or their body. I personally love it for my face, and I love that it delivers a high amount of moisture without like sitting on the skin and feeling like oily or greasy or too heavy to even apply like a foundation on top of. This is really easy to work with, and it is totally a game changer if you are dry. So my last skincare favorite is the Sephora Collection Mud Mask. This is the purifying and mattifying mask, and this is basically a knockoff for the Glam Glow Super Mud. This does such a good job of kind of pulling out any imperfections in the skin. It will remove that bacteria. If you have like a disgusting gnarly pimple going on, this does a really good job of calming it down and really taking care of some of that redness and irritation, and it just makes your skin feel so smooth and beautiful. Even if you don't have a lot of acne going on, this really helps to kind of, you know, bring that skin to a more youthful, glowy appearance without overly intensely like drying out the skin. There's a lot of masks out there that are going to help to purify the skin and add luminosity, but they're intense. They're the kind of masks that you can't use on a regular basis or will just tear apart your skin, and this does a really, really, really good job. I love this mask. I think that the smell is a bit intense. It does have zinc in it, zinc and copper. So it's a bit much, not my favorite smell ever, but it kind of smells like a spa to me, and it just works so well that you can look past the scent. So this is amazing. Definitely get a sample of this and try it out because I cannot live without this now that it's in my life. So next we're going to talk about hair products. I get a lot of questions about my hair care routine, so let me know if you guys want a more in-depth video, but I'm going to share with you guys my favorite shampoo and conditioner, and this is the Sebastian Professional's Drench. I use both the shampoo and the conditioner, and these are amazing. These do such a good job of cleansing my hair and making it feel nice and smooth, and they're very hydrating. This makes my hair so shiny, so manageable, and so like just moisturized. You can tell a difference before you even get out of the shower when I use these. Like I'm like sitting there in the shower, like combing through my hair, and it's like moisturized and it's more manageable, and it's just so much better. I never knew what a huge difference the shampoo and conditioner could make until I found these guys. And I get the big ol' like 1 liter size, and you can find these on a good deal as well, which makes it totally worth it. So if you guys have dry hair, or if you get color treated hair and you need something to kind of add some more shine or more like manageability, I highly recommend this. I was first introduced to this hairline because a lot of the girls that I live near have gone to the same school for hair. A lot of girls go to the Taylor Andrews Institute, and they use this shampoo and conditioner there. So everyone that I know who has gone to that school has been like, Drench is amazing, you have to try it. So I did, and I can't live without it. The last hair product I want to talk to you guys about is my favorite leave-in conditioner, and this is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In product. This is the original formula. They have like a keratin one and they have like an oil one, but the original one is my favorite, and this is like the big old jumbo size. This product I've used a couple times before. This is like my 3rd repurchase, and it took me a while to decide to repurchase it because it is pricey, and I go through it quickly, and some of that has to do with the length and the like thickness of my hair, and maybe I use too much of it, but I do go through this puppy pretty quickly, but it's just so amazing. I've tried to go without it, and I've tried to use other leave-in conditioners, and my hair is just not nearly the same. And especially since I do get my hair, you know, lightened, I'm constantly putting, you know, bleach and more intense products on my hair that are honestly damaging. I need something to bring it back to life, and this does such a good job. It does, you know, 10 different things, but the biggest difference I've noticed is that my hair is more manageable, it feels more smooth, it feels less damaged, and it gives a nice shine to the hair, and this just makes a world of a difference than if I use no leave-in conditioner or if I use cheaper leave-in conditioners. So I absolutely love this sucker. If you guys are debating on trying it out, I really think it's worth every penny, and it's something that I heard people talk about for years before I tried it. And the reason why I didn't try it for so long was the price. So I know it's expensive, but I really think it's worth it. It's really good. And I have a hair tool to share with y'all. I've talked about this before on my channel. This is my NuMe curling wands, and I curl my hair almost every single day, and this is the NuMe Magic Wand 25mm. I have a whole tutorial featuring this product that I'll list down below if you guys want to check it out, but I have had this for a year, and it is sticking with me. I absolutely love this. It holds my curls better than any other hot tool I've ever used. It heats up quickly, it works really well, and it almost adds like a shine to my hair as well. And I don't notice that until I use other hot tools, and I'm like, oh, what's happening here? And I got this on Christmas morning of 2014, and on December 26th, 2015, it broke. So this lasted exactly a year, and if you guys notice that my hair looks different in this video, it's because I can't use my curling wand. So I'm using my backup curling iron, and I basically hate my hair today. So I apologize for that because I can't stand my hair, but I am ordering a new one, and it lasted me an entire year of using it almost every single day, and they're really inexpensive. I think I paid like $20 for it. So $20 well spent. I'm gonna get a new one. I love this curling wand, and I really think NuMe does a very good job on their hot tools. I would never pay full price for them. NuMe looks expensive when you look at the website, but there's so many discount codes and so many coupons. You can get them for really inexpensive. I absolutely love this curling wand, and I have to order a new one because my hair is driving me bonkers, and this is the best hot tool I have ever used. All right, so let's talk about nails. I've mentioned quite a few nail products on my channel before, so I decided to narrow it down to just a few because I feel like my nail favorites are always changing, but these are ones that have really stood out to me over the year and I've like really stuck with. And the first one is my favorite base coat, and this is the Nail Envy by OPI, and this is the like one in the orange tube for dry and brittle nails. It comes in like a box. There's a lot of different Nail Envies and it's kind of confusing, but the one with the orange writing is my favorite. And it's just a nail strengthener. It helps to tighten your nails so that they don't peel and they don't break as easily, and it's not really thick on the nails, so it never makes it tricky to put your polish on top. And I even wear this when I don't have any polish on because it really strengthens my nails, which is something that I need because my nails are really tiny and brittle, so I need something to bring them back to life. And my favorite feature about this is how it like will tighten the nail up. So you know how they get like flat and they will like break on the corners? Maybe that's just me, but this tightens it so that they don't do that. My next favorite nail product was a recommendation from my amazing friend, Kathy Ann. So Kathy Ann, I adore you. This is the Cuticle Eliminator from Be Natural by ProLink. I'm not really sure the brand of this sucker, but it is from Sally Beauty Supply, and it's called the one, the only, the original Cuticle Eliminator, and it is apparently the #1 professional choice. So it gets a lot of rave and it has a lot of great reviews if you guys look this product up. I will list it down below so that you guys know exactly what the product is, but it is a cuticle illuminator and it is just a little squeeze tube, and you just squeeze a little bit out onto your nails and you kind of like buff it in. And if you want to go in with like an orange stick or something later and kind of push back the cuticles, you can, but it does a really good job by itself of just kind of bringing the cuticle down and making sure that it's not like peeling up onto the nail and looking all gross. And it's really hydrating as well, and it's not intense. It's like a natural formula, but it works so much better than any other cuticle eliminator I've ever used. I've used the Deborah Lippmann one, I've used, I don't know, other ones, and this one's the best, and it's super inexpensive. So I'm very excited about this guy. It does an amazing job, and you can find it at Sally's. Okay, so as far as nail polish goes, I have a lot of favorites. I really like OPI a lot. I really like Formula X, but when it came down to it, I was like, you know what my favorite nail polish is? It's definitely this one. So this is the NailsInc Gel Effect Nail Polish. I've been using these for this whole year. I hadn't seen these before 2015, but every time I paint my nails with these, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like, I forget about how amazing it is, and then I paint my nails with them again, and I'm like, oh, so good. And it's kind of expensive, so try to keep your eye out for like a sale or a deal because it is a little bit pricey for a nail polish, but I swear it looks like gel nails once it's on. And you don't need a lamp, you don't need any special top coat or base coat or anything like that. It does such a good job by itself. And NailsInc also has a kale line that I really like that's good for strengthening the nails, and they have a base coat that's really amazing too. But this is the Gel Effect nail polish, and it has an amazing brush on it that makes it really easy to apply. It only takes 2 coats and you have like the perfect, most like gorgeous manicure of all. And these are my 2 favorite colors. So this is Mayfair Lane, and this is the color I actually have on right now. It's Kensington High Street. So these are amazing. I love the way that it looks on my nails, and every time I do my nails with these, somebody compliments me. Someone's like, oh, did you get your nails done? Like, nice manicure. And I'm like, NailsInc. All right, so next let's talk about some of my favorite tools. And the first one is a brush cleansing glove. This is the Sigma Small Glove, and it is a double-sided glove that you use to cleanse your brushes on. And it has a face side and then it has a eye side. And it's got all these different textures on it that you use to scrub your brush in, and it does a really good job of getting your brush super, super clean. And I love this glove because all the different textures on it make it so easy to really get your brushes squeaky clean. And I have so many brushes that I use on myself, and I have ones I use on my clients, and having your brushes cleansed is really important, not only for sanitation reasons, but for reasons such as, you know, you don't want to spread bacteria and you don't want your makeup to not apply the best that it possibly could. And good tools are the most important part, in my opinion, to your artistry and your makeup application. So taking care of your brushes is really important, and who wants to spend 3 hours cleaning their brushes every week. This makes it so quick and so easy, and I absolutely love this thing, and it makes cleaning my brushes kind of enjoyable, which used to be like my least favorite chore ever. So I love this thing. I think it's really worth the investment, and I don't think there's anything quite like it. There's a lot of knockoffs out there, but I feel like this one is the best. The next two tools I want to talk about are my tweezers and my lash curler. And these may seem like simple little tools, but these are the two tools that I have experimented with so many different lash curlers and tweezers, and they totally make a difference. It's one of those things where you're like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's just tweezers, just get whatever, get the cheap one, get, wherever you're at and just pick one up. But then once you get a good one, you're like, oh my gosh, how have I not been using this my whole life? So the tweezers that I recommend are the Tweezerman tweezers. I get the little tweezerettes that are like mini, so you can tell these are kind of small. I just like the smaller ones because I can buy more and they're cheaper, and I can have them laying all over the house. That way there's always a tweezer available when I need them. These are the best because they have a lifetime warranty, so you can send them in and get them sharpened whenever you feel the need to, and they do a really good job of like grabbing all your little hairs. The hairs never slide out of the tweezers. They always pluck on the first like pull, and they just do a really good job. And it may seem like a silly thing to invest in, but I promise once you try good tweezers, you won't be able to go back. Now, my favorite lash curler is by far the Shiseido lash curler. And I always thought it was kind of funny that Shiseido has a good lash curler because they're like a skincare brand. So that's kind of funny. But they're the oldest skincare brand in the world, and this is the best lash curler in the world. I've tried so many different lash curlers from drugstore to high end, and this one is by far my favorite. It is really great because it's vertical, so it's more like up looking than a lot of other lash curlers, so that way you never have to like curve your wrist when you go in to curl your lashes. You never want to like have to do this, otherwise you're more likely to pinch your actual eyeball, and this makes a really nice deep curl where you're getting right at the base of the lashes. So that way your lashes are curling more upward and they are gonna hold a curl a lot better. So this is an amazing lash curler. It may seem like a silly investment, but again, this curler is amazing and it is a game changer. So Shiseido lash curler, it's amazing. All right, and the last tool that I want to mention before we go into brushes is the Original Beauty Blender. And this one is the Pro Beauty Blender, so it's black and it's slightly more dense, but Beauty Blender in general would definitely be one of my favorite tools this year. I really think that there's nothing like it. It's a non-porous, non-latex patented sponge, and I think that all the knockoffs are just not knockoffs. I think that they don't even compare to the Original Beauty Blender. I still have yet to try out the Real Technique sponges, but I just think that these are absolutely amazing. They do such a good job of blending out your products. You can maintain coverage while giving a more natural finish to the skin, whether that be with creams, liquids, concealers, whatever it is. These are incredible, and they do last a really long time if you take care of them. I know Beauty Blender suggests that you throw them out a little bit earlier just for bacteria purposes, but I have one I've been using for 8 months and it's still going strong. So I absolutely love these. I think they do an incredible job that nothing else can do. And if you need something that's going to give you a more seamless look or a more kind of just blended out look than what a brush can do, I highly recommend these, and I totally think they're worth $20. All right, there are 3 brush brands that I want to talk to you guys about. The first one is Sephora Collection, and I have both eye brushes and face brushes, but primarily with Sephora Collection Pro Tools, what I'm most impressed with is their face brushes. Sephora Pro Tools are just such good quality, and I highly recommend investing in the Pro Tools versus the classic, like basic Sephora Collection brushes. These ones are more expensive, but you are getting such good quality. They have amazing quality handles. The ferrule is such good quality. The adhesive and the way that these bristles are connected are such good quality. The bristles are cruelty-free and so soft. I have washed these brushes over and over and over again, and they're still amazing. If you take care of Sephora Pro Tools, they will stick with you. And I have noticed that I like these bristles better, the like, I don't know, natural looking color bristles better than the black ones. The black ones I've noticed aren't as good quality. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what's happening here, but I do prefer this color bristles to the black ones. So just one little thought on those. But I do love my black ones. They're just not, they're not as soft and they don't clean as well. But these ones are amazing. The eye brushes are so good. The face brushes, there's nothing that will blend out your makeup the way that these do. They're amazing. My favorite brush by far is Sephora Pro brush number 55. This is the best multitasking brush. I use this for powders, bronzers, blushes. I use this for anything that goes on your face except for foundation. For foundation, the 56 brush is really good. All of them are so good. And the eye brushes are really great too. I especially love their Pro Brow number 20. So Sephora Pro Tools, if you are wanting amazing brushes, they're an investment, but they're so good. The next brush line I'm going to talk to you guys about is Morphe brushes, and I've only used Morphe eye brushes, but they are amazing. I'm so impressed with the quality of these guys, and they're so inexpensive, but they're so good. I just got a bunch of face brushes for Christmas. I just got a bunch of the Elite line that I'm so excited to try out, but I can't really say what I think of those yet because I just got them. But their eye tools are super, super great. Their eye brushes are so amazing though. This is the Morphe M433 brush. This is very similar to the MAC 217. It's a beautiful tapered eye brush. It works so well for the crease, for blending everything out. It does such a good job. And then I also really, really love the M213. This is like the teeniest, tiniest shader brush, and it is so amazing for loading color on the inner corner and for buffing out the lower lash line. So these brushes are amazing, and I am so happy that Morphe is getting so popular because they're just coming out with more and more stuff that are at a great price. And the last brush line that I want to talk to you guys about is Sedona Lace. These are the Sedona Lace eye brushes. I have a bunch ranging from ones that come in collections to the ones that are like the Midnight Vortex line that are pink, and they're all really good. I did a complete review on Sedona Lace brushes that I will link down below. But overall, I like the eye brushes significantly more than the face brushes. So I'm sharing the eye brushes with you guys today. The Sedona Lace 863 is one of my all-time favorite brushes. This is so good for applying a transition color into the crease or for using as a dry brushing blending brush. So good. I also really, really love the Sedona Lace EB09. Again, this is very similar to the MAC 217, but it's not as tapered, and this does an amazing job. And their pencil brush I find myself using a lot as well, which is the 904. So I love these eye brushes. I find that they hold up really well after being washed, and they're a little bit more expensive than like Morphe, but they're cheaper than Sephora. So they're kind of like a middle range, but you can get them on sale, and I think the eye brushes are very impressive. So I love these guys. All right, you guys, so that's it for my 2015 favorites. I know this is a long video, but thank you so much for sticking through it with me. Thank you so much for all of your love and support in 2015. In 2015, I reached my goal of 10,000 subscribers, which is just so exciting for me. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate any thumbs up you guys give me, any of you who have clicked the subscribe button, who've ever left me a nice comment. You guys really do really mean a lot to me, and that support is just so amazing, and I really appreciate it, and I cannot wait to see where 2016 takes us. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys had an amazing new year, and I hope you had a beautiful holiday, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!